Welcome to Spa-Francorchamps. It's time for race 1. Griffin leads Pier Guidi and rest of the pack towards the starting line. It's lights out and away we go. Good start from both drivers from the front row. Pier Guidi aggressive on the curb, side by side, and he gets past Griffin. Everyone makes it through the hill, no yellow flags there. Griffin now under pressure from Roy Block and Jacob Rude, heading towards Kemmel Straight. 3 wide in the background, Griffin keeps his place for now as we head into Lacombe. We're out of Steve Lot, and Griffin closes on Pier Guidi. In the slipstream now, right behind Ferrari factory driver. Aggressive over the curb, wheels on the grass in Blanchiment. And now they're side by side towards the bus stop. Still side by side, Pier Guidi on the very inside. They touch. And they touch again. Pier Guidi off the track and now drag race towards turn 1. Another contact between these two. Griffin still behind Pier Guidi as we head towards Kemmel Straight. Griffin now very close. He moves to the left, now to the right, and they're side by side. Griffin doesn't give up and stays on the inside. Deep on the curb, minimal slide, and stays on P2. Pier Guidi now tight into Malmedy, and Griffin goes round the outside. Griffin onto the lead. 20th place between Kajaya and Heffler as they head towards La Source. Heffler decides to go for a move. He turns too early and hits inside wall. And he bounces back into Kajaya. 4 minutes on the clock and Griffin's gap disappears as front of the pack is right behind him again. Pier Guidi now in the slipstream and he will be closing the gap to probably attack into turn 5. Pier Guidi very close and over the curb now. Griffin wide now, and Pier Guidi wide as well. They touch! Guidi in the wall. Griffin collects Roy block. Huge crash. Another contact in the background. Block across the track and into the wall. Karasani first, Rude second, and now we have red flag on track. Let's watch the replay. We're on board with Griffin. Into Eau Rouge and Raidillon. Just at the edge of track limit, side by side, Pier Guidi at the top of hill. Guidi moves to the left to avoid tire wall, and he turns into Griffin, collecting both of them into the wall. And we have information that race won't be resumed. Now Pier Guidi's rear camera. All wheels off white line, side by side with Griffin, and then move to the left to avoid tire wall, and right into Griffin. Now on board with block. Look how aggressive Guidi was at the entry of the uphill. Then very off the track, and he just rejoins the track like Griffin is not there. Car number 28 bounces across the track, and block has nowhere to go. And then another hit from behind. Another angle, but let's focus on the race results. The classification will be based on the last completed lap before the red flag, meaning the standings are taken as they were just moments before that dramatic lap began. That means the top 3 keep their positions, even though they ended up in the wall. Ooh, 20 seconds time penalty for Pier Guidi for unsafe rejoin and causing a collision. That will drop him from P2 at the back of the pack. Near miss there, as block gets hit from behind and goes across the track. Here are the final results. Griffin wins the race, block second and Rude third. Alessandro Pier Guidi drops down to P25.